Let's go, let's go. On the hop, fellas, on the hop. Who wants it? Let's see some hustle out there today. Got a big game this week. Come on. Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Here we go now. 319.
All right, strap them up. Pull up your big boy britches. This is for gold.
Hey, big fella, swing over here. Let's talk. We've been talking about you getting better every week. You know what? Today you got better. Let's keep it up.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Well, last week, just an unbelievable performance we saw from a quarterback at the very top of his game. He was just toying with that secondary. Can he lead them to another win in this one? It's the Texans going up against the Patriots.
About an hour's drive southwest of downtown Boston in the area known as Patriot Place, Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough. A moment ago, the defending Super Bowl champs introduced to this fired-up crowd here in Foxborough as the Patriots get set to do battle with the Houston Texans. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Patriots team entering play. It's been a great start to the season, back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go, but they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
They go play action here on first down. And his first pass is incomplete. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And that'll bring up second down. Now back to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39, and his guys are going to take over at the... So the Patriots coming out now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he's going to find Hogan here, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. Last year, Hogan tied for the NFL lead at 17.9 yards per catch. Didn't quite get that many there, but still a nice hookup.
And I don't want to overplay as a cross background, but it does bear some mentioning here. Those rushes that they make towards the goal, I think that equates into some of his pass patterns, too.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking middle, it's caught by Gronkowski. So those are the numbers for Gronk in last week's outing. Well up over 100 yards, and one of those catches found his way into the end zone.
I do think it'll be hard-pressed to duplicate those numbers this week, though, because he's gotten their attention, so they will double him on every snap at a minimum. In some cases, they'll triple him.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he finds Danny Amendola. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Danny Amendola, his second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
The Bills have taken the early lead, and we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. He was the cover guy for Madden in 2016, but I don't think Gronk saw that as being his highlight for the year. What did he have, 25 catches for the season? Only 8 games, went down for good right before Thanksgiving. You know he wants to be back with a vengeance in 2017.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So the offense has it 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the 1st quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. And before they can run another play, the clock hits triple zeros. And time is up on the 1st quarter. It's a tight game here early. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out.
Gun.
They'll look to throw. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
First down, he'll drop to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to get into the end zone. So cue up the Gronk spike, gets a Patriot touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all.
Reminder coming up in the Sunday night game, matchup you don't see very often, a rematch of Super Bowl 18. The Raiders traveling to Washington, and then tomorrow on Monday night we'll see the Cowboys heading to the desert to take on the Cardinals. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. Set of downs here.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw here. Over the middle, that's taken in by Gronkowski. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A good pickup there at 22.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Back to throw now on first down. Caught by Amendola. Patriot touchdown. Danny Amendola, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter.
Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And his throw is incomplete. The former Bill, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, so many times defensive backs get caught playing the man rather than the football, but not in this case. That's an excellent play. Did exactly what you're supposed to do. Attack the football and help break up the pass.
And, yep, as a result, knocks it down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some. They're in the 2nd in Philly. And an early advantage in that one for the Giants. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And Gronkowski's got it, complete over the middle. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Here we go now. Blue line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Amendola catching it left side. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there, picking up the 1st down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. Blue line.
They'll look to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. He was looking for Gronk that time, and it's 3rd down.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll drop to throw. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They're going to look to throw. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a 2nd one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
Let's go. 3-19.
He'll drop to throw. This is complete to guess who? Gronkowski again. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll throw now on the final play. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. So we've reached halftime here at Gillette Stadium with the Patriots on top. As we send you down to Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Patriots are happy to be in front right now and just want to play 2 more solid quarters. The Texans didn't play their best, and they'll need to be at their best now to come back. All right, let's roll those moving pictures. Patriots have it early in the second. Gronkowski is wide open here on the catch, and he caps off the 6-play drive with the score. The lead grows to 4. Now 1st and 10. The catch will be made deep down the field, and he won't be brought down until he makes it to the 33-yard line. Same drive. Amendola's the target here, and he's going to go 11 yards for the score. Patriots go up by 11.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. So they just got the football on an interception. They almost gave it right back the same way.
And, you know, when you look over to the bench after that type of a play, number one is pure relief. Didn't give it up. But it's not the coach you're worried about yelling at you. It's those guys on defense who just intercepted the pass who want to break over there. Hey, take care of the football, man.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
New England on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Back to throw here. Caught by Amendola. Patriot touchdown. Danny Amendola, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw here's incomplete. Danny Amendola, that was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, let credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. Scoreboard there in the 3rd at MetLife Stadium. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Bryce Petty with 1 touchdown pass thus far. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Right side, that's complete to Gronkowski. And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different. Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time. But now you get to sit up here with me. Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And again, he'll find Gronkowski complete. And he's brought down. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark. And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
He'll look to throw. Caught, right side, it's Lewis. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Instead of the running back in New England, sometimes they like to call them the passing backs. They get them the ball in different ways, don't they? They certainly do. Think about the ones they've had in recent vintage. You talk about Kevin Falk, Danny Woodhead, Shane Vereen, James White could have been the MVP in the Super Bowl if it wasn't for a certain quarterback that was on the field that day. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Here we go!
They'll set up a throw. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take. And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one. Scoreboard there in the 4th quarter in Philadelphia. It's the Giants hoping to pull the stunner. They lead in that one. Eli Manning, a single touchdown pass to this point in that one.
Green 39!
Back to throw. Looking middle, it's caught by Gronkowski. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Here we go. 3-19.
Back to throw. It's incomplete. The wideout, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had, because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
And he can't corral him. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down. He's back to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on fourth down. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like having there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Texans, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for New England, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Carolina Panthers. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. And with that, we say so long from Foxborough.